Give it a shot. Alright, something like this. Cool. Let's have a look. It's in the frame. I believe it is. That's good. Something like this, exactly. Today's live is a change of plan, especially the painting content, because in the last live I finished, in fact, the lightnings on, let me grab him, on this guy here, and I thought it was the end of it. Half celebrating the end of the paint job, but in fact there is something that when I take a picture, these highlights on the armor, they don't come as strong, and the focal point, that's, you know, came after feedback and observation. The focal point is kind of lost, and so I have to re-enhance the highlights on the skin in some key areas, like the shoulders here, maybe the arm, the torso here, on the arm there, and especially on the armor, because once I added the green lights, the previous highlights that I did on the armor now seem a bit faded, and a lack of light, in fact. Okay, and so I'm not going to start on this guy, but I'm going to start on him here. And so I had to rework slightly my colors to pick the right color, right? And so because I want to do something that's a bit of a copper, I want more red or orange in that. I think it's pretty balanced now, but I think I can add something also. Some tonal richness into the mix. So let's try to do that. I have two brushes, but well, especially one. This one here is, I think, what I'm going to use. And so I'm thinking, because I would have liked to start before the live, right? So that during the live I show something that is a recipe, I mean, that is already proven. I haven't had time to do that. And so this is going to be the experimental research on the tone to have here. I have a whole set of colors that I have prepared like this. You see, this is a bit more orange here, but I also have some true orange. I have my highest light here, ivory, and also some kind of gold tone to introduce that. And that's today's session, really, is the experiment and trying to, you know, rework the NMM that has been established, but that could be better. I think I have spent a lot of time on these guys, and so I don't want to have a half-done effect on the hello R8Y. Yes, I don't want to have you know, all the work done on the OSL and the glow effect and stuff kind of tinted or you know, taken off or taken down by some sub work on the armor, and so reaffirming. So this one is a bit better because here I have a highlight, but I'll go even higher and really also around the head for each all of them. In fact, they don't have a ton of armor. I think just a few selected areas will do the trick. And so that's what we're going to do. I'll start with this guy here. That is my working zone today. Just this here, this shoulder pad from here to here, not even the other side, just this side. So we have one main reflection here. I'm Japanese. Oh, hello. Very good. Konnichiwa. Yes. And yeah, the very classic. Who doesn't know how to say hello in Japanese? But I cannot tell anymore than this. And so yeah, main reflection, secondary reflection kind of fades onto here, onto the shoulder. You know what? And here, yes, my highlight is misplaced. And so it's good for me to start with this because this is dark. Sometimes starting on a blank canvas is better. And so you know what? I will start by doing a highlight. And so I will try brown, kind of mid-tone. Loading onto the palette. And this, yeah, very good. Okay, I have my plan now, starting to work on this, and then I will see the rest. And so to begin with, that's really NMM research. And I don't want to have it too clean to begin with. I don't need to, in fact. And so there won't be much refinement in the first stages. Just putting down the colors. And wide enough. I think that's a common mistake doing the NMM, is to have a reflection first coats that are too narrow, and then you don't have room for the highlight. And I think that's okay. Come back in the shadows and stuff. Okay, cool. And now I think I go straight to maybe this tone here. Already have this kind of different tonality, so mixing with my original color. Let me put everything on the palette. I will then have this. Maybe I don't even need do like Dragon Ball. What is Dragon Ball? Oh, Dragon Ball. Oh yeah, Dragon Ball is epic. And I have a few printed miniatures of Dragon Ball to the scale of Warhammer. I have to paint, want to pay them for a gift. I haven't ever come to do it. Hopefully I will. You know, the game, the manga and the video games. Budokai, I think Budokai was the 3 for me, or the 2. Budokai, I cannot remember. Yes, I think it was Budokai 2 or 3, sorry. Let me check. Yeah, I'll try with that. So I will mix my previous brown with a fair amount of the paint I've just added. And so I get this lighter brown here, just like that. and try to add this deck tan into the mix. Or straight like this, yeah, this color here. But I cannot have too many layers anyway, so. If my transitions are too soft, it also does not make sense because I won't have the chance to. Oops, this should be a bit more on the like this. Yeah, not exactly on the side. Okay. Oh. So I've added the deck tan into my previous mix. That was a mix of the brown plus this color here that has some red inside, but pretty desaturated. Okay, like this. Cool. Just like this, you see how this reflection is so much more intense than this one, and so it's obvious that the metallics here lacked some highlights. In fact, simple, dead simple. Okay, so I will push up to the ivory. You know what? Okay, let's not do it. I'll push to the deck tan, pure deck tan. So in fact, I'm still working on the recipe, and that's why recipe. Sorry. In fact, it's pretty good. I'm surprised. I found something that works quickly. Well, I have put a lot of thought into the mix, so. But you know, it's usual to have it not work and have to rethink again. So here I have lost my shadow here inside, so I will redo that. Gently is better. So this is kind of some very diluted dark color, which is not really black. Tenebrous Gray from AK. Oh yeah. Okay, let me check something. How do I transition to the highest light now? It's a good question. I think I have my pure deck tan here, is it good enough? Okay, here. You know what, I will reaffirm this one here. Okay. Should I go higher? It's a good question. I will try. You know, like explosion of hey, but this is all right. Oh, okay. Let me check something. I think that's a good opportunity to bring my cold hue into the mix, or on the contrary, to bring my hot hue, warm hue into the mix. So let's try to do that. So this is some real orange that I'm putting on the brush. Very diluted and in a glaze consistency. I will try to have it somewhere. Could have somewhere, I think. It's a bit scary. Bit too diluted. Yes, I would better be timid with this one. Now that's a bit strong. Huh. It's not disgusting though. Let's let it dry. And I think that would be enough for the orange, in fact. Just a tiny touch like this. Except here. I think I could go a bit higher on the orange. And there too. Okay, cool. Ooh. There's a dot here. Oh, my brush. Okay. Once I have my recipe, I will be able to do all the rest quickly. But I have to find the right color that I want. I think I will have this color mixed with this color. I think this solid clan. Or Okay, let's do it. After that, I will show you my palette so you have an idea of what is happening. But basically, yes, it's exactly what I'm showing you, the paints here. I'm putting on the palette. And this, yes, I want a bit of coolness. Let's try. I have to rework my orange transition, I believe. So just let me do that. Oh, it's interesting because the color I'm getting is very close to this one, but a lot lighter. So that was a good pick for me. So that's a real question, you know, like the size of the light and what works the best. Because if you don't have something that is wide enough, then you don't have room to do anything inside of it. Okay. All right. I try with the pure. Nah, it won't work. You add some of that ivory here. Pushing the light on this cold hue I'm working on right now off camera. Yeah, it should be pretty light. Oh yeah, that's very light. Good. It's very light and cold, so that's nice. As my last highlight, look at this, what I have concocted. Yeah, this here. Okay, and this is going to push the light very, very hard. I should not be as light everywhere, so I think just one dot here. Ooh. Oh wow. Okay. And one here. That's enough. I don't want to, you know, go down too much. And to be fair, okay. Oh, I have one last step. I will do it after. I think I'm doing all right here. So I may proceed to do the next part here. Just reinforcing the browns here slightly because as a transition. I've lost my orange, so let's have some orange in there again. Blowing on the model so that it can dry faster. Oh, it's good because the value of the orange is higher and it works very well here as a secondary reflection, kind of something like this. And here I want to introduce it at the very transition here. So a lot of back and forth, but it's to be expected. Especially I'm looking for the colors, the right both the right colors and the right values. So and then so I have my mix now, and if it's different from a model to another, I don't think it's a problem at all. Oh, it's a bit too bold here. I was trying to, yeah, okay, like this. Okay, I'll try something too. And to bring it back into the dark, oh, whoa, this needs a good mix. So here, let's try the vortex mixer and see if I can get rid of, you see, some paints and even contrast, they tend to mix very quickly. So this guy here, definitely, let me check, yeah, exactly, copper brown, a lot of red inside, you see, so that's what I need. Okay, so this side, yes, and because the rocks are where on this side when I hold it like this, so let's have it flat, and yeah, have this side here, let's see. Oh yeah, I can see something moving inside. Huh. I definitely did something here. I will finish by hand. Like this, up and down. And phew, that's how it goes flying in the room. Oh, I think it's good enough. Yeah, you see, get rid of this big. There is some here. It's very. Why you do have here? Because the stone cannot scrap. I have two little stones inside. They cannot scrap here at this angle, but that's good enough for painting miniature. Now that is killing the game. Okay. Whew. Before that, I will redo a bit of a highlight inside here with that cold tone. Yeah, so getting pretty bright. And so with that, the whole point of redoing this is to bring back the attention, the focus around the head. And the light here, the green light, would be noticed second as a strong secondary point of interest. Also the glowing stuff and everything, of course. Yeah, I think this is good. This is all right. Okay, cool. On one side is enough. Cool. Let me check. It is. Oh. Yeah, something like this. Let's try, huh? And I said, yes, I will take the copper brown and try to glaze the edges back into something darker. Let's have it here. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, the bottle is kind of exploding after the shaking. Paint all over the place. Okay. Yep, something like this. Now I remove the paint from the brush and let's see. It's a bit strong. Yeah, okay, good. I want a copper, something like this. With some reddish tones in there. That could be a nice treat. I love the effect. It's bringing just a slight variation, but with that orange, I think it's exactly what I needed. This is the, yeah, in fact, so this is a darker version of the orange I put in first, so that's why it's working. Okay, again, I will glaze in some of that copper to transition to black, in fact. Or, you know, close to black, just dark. Just got here. Sorry if you answered this already. What is this model? Oh, an incredible. Well, thank you. This is Stormfund, which is a rat monstrosity, kind of ogre-like from for the Skaven, and the Skaven are the rat people of Age of Sigmar, Warhammer Fantasy or Warhammer, yes, by Games Workshop. And of course, you are welcome. Well, welcome to the chat. That's what I mean. Sorry, or to the live. Not that. You can also be very welcome for anything. Sorry, I'm just painting. Okay. Let it dry. Fade that slightly with a dark color, almost black here. How long have you been painting this Skaven? Well, to get there, it's about 20 hours, I think. I have lost count, to be honest. It's something like this, you know. And so now I am reworking the armor, as you can see, bringing the shine up and to bring the attention back onto like around the head of the miniature, because with all the glowing green, the eye gets lost somehow. Oh yeah, that's a lot of patience, but you know, the end results also, basically, once you have the picture especially, lives forever. And that's what I think, that's why I think it's worthwhile. Oops. Yeah, okay, cool. Okay, let me check something. I have to check if I can go more towards the reds. That's something I would like to do if I can. Let me check. Yeah, this armor for a quick NMM. If I do the rest, of course, it will start to now. Oh yeah, look, like something is happening. But because I'm still working on the recipe here of my color, I want to find the right recipe, and then I will do all the areas at the same time. Or, you know, one side at least, like the whole pack here, and then a whole here, and then something like this. I think wider light is okay. Something here, a bit wider. Otherwise, we don't have room to really do the paint. Again. So I'm thinking here my light is too narrow. So I'm enlarging the light. I try not to repaint on the highest highlight I already have. Okay. And now I will fade that back into, now I think it's a bit wider, so just the edge here will get a touch of that copper brown. And so this is really some research. Into how I can get my reflections right. dot dot dot, just some dots. Yeah, so much patience. Red dog terrain. I have 6 of them. So you can see here on my desk, 1, 2, oopla, oh no. 1, 2 here. Yeah. Well, I have 6, 2 squads of 3. So 20 hours each is about 120 hours for the whole. But I think it's also about learning. And so if I have learned valuable stuff in that time, then it's worth it. Yeah, this orange works very well to blend, in fact. It's surprising, but like this. Okay. I needed to have another color. Let me check. Thinking of what color I could come. I think red here, but I'm not sure because this is orange. I'm an indicator. I'm all about learning. 20 hours and learning a lot seems worth it. Oh yeah, because I know here what I'm doing. I will be able to do it a lot faster next time. Let me think. Okay, I will try. And that's the point here. I think it's all right. She's pretty all right, like decent, especially for a try. And here I will try a different hue. Let me get something interesting. Let's try with this red here, Carmine Red from Vallejo. I like the magenta hue it has. I think here a very light glaze of this can work in my favor. Let's try, maybe I'm wrong. If it looks bad, well, punish me. Okay. You see this? That's the red we had. Just good magenta. Pretty nice. Let's try. I just want this light to be different from the main. Here's the same. It's pretty much the same orange. A bit more saturated. Let's go at it, I don't care. It's just a try. Coming back with the orange. Now that the orange is on this magenta base, we have slightly different behavior. Hopefully, you know, this is just me doing stuff. It's a bit too strong, I believe. Let me see how I can pull that. Oh, I think I know. Glazing that copper that we had, making sure this is dry. Or now this is just a line that is way too saturated for what I want. Let's have it dry and continue with glazing copper until it looks right. So I don't care going too far. So here I think I went too far. Because it's just a trying for now. Whew. Huh. Ooh. Ooh. I think it's very interesting. In fact, I should not go with I did something a bit silly here. I went directly with the red. It's not what I should do. I should have mixed the red to the brown. Yes, I'm a bit silly. I like it. Let me check. Let me check. Okay, this with this, mixing my red to my kind of orangey brown I had, and see how it goes. Gives me a kind of magenta. This what you're seeing now. I'm just glazing at the highlight here. I don't know. I think I will leave it here. You know, just to have the idea live in my mind for some time, and I will decide if I do anything with it or not. Okay. Maybe too light. Maybe too light. So here you see I have mixed more of my kind of beige brown just to bring back the red into something that is more cohesive with the brown. If it's a bit too red, then it's not really what we are aiming for. Given that this should be not super bright. Oof. Like not like this. Let me reload this brown here, which is my base brown. Just redoing some of the transitions from the first highlight to the mid-tone, sorry. Mid-tone. Okay, let's go. Okay, now to the dark. So here I'm really putting a lot of efforts. He looks amazing. Thanks for the tips and learning. Have a great evening. Well, same to you, Red Dog Terrain. Yes, the thing here, I'm putting a lot of effort into having something that I really like in terms of colors and gradation. How much of what? And so I can replicate it, being sure that this is the right decision. Huh. So that's why I have to refine a bit to see if when it's refined, it's okay or what, you know? Okay. Yes, to the highest highlight, just a dot somewhere of this cold light. Okay, I won't have any, maybe just do something like this. Uh-huh. Hmm. Okay. And yeah, okay, let's see the last step. Is this kind of here color here green, and so now a good mix. Okay, and I will add some of it in some places. So you see that's a great plan that leaves room for flexibility. Some of it in some places. How much? I don't know. Where? Who knows? Okay. Let's try. Let me check. This is scary, but at the same time I have to try. That's how you dry. Second pass. Yeah, a bit of orange on there. Just maybe to have some of more orangey version of that. A more fiery magenta. Reducing the distance between these two oranges here. I won't lie. I'm not sure about the whole thing, but I find it interesting. Okay, I will glaze some more orange on that red magenta here. So I think it's looking better and better. I think it's good enough. Okay, before I judge, I will try this. I think it's okay, it's not too risky on the rest of the shoulder pad. Let's have a try. Starting with my brown here, okay. And I have to give it a good highlight here and there, okay. There is a line here as well. Oops. Hi, the Battle of Pelennor Fields. Hey, nice to have you back. So I'm doing, in fact, here the NMM on these parts because I want to get the attention back onto the top part of the miniature. This whole OSL here, green, is nice, but it harms the focal point, and so should be the top side of the mini somehow. And so that's why I'm doing that now, getting back on the armor. To bring a shine, and let me check. Okay. Okay. And so I'm first establishing the highlights, and then I will introduce the richness, and also by introducing the richness of the colors, I will smooth down the transitions. But now it's mostly getting the light in the right places, and also getting to that bright, very bright highlight here, top highlight. We bring the eye back up here. Okay, I think that's bright enough. In fact, it's really pretty goddamn bright. That's cool. At the same time, I think I will rework on my, just like I said, the magenta that I had with an orange, a hint of magenta, too much. Okay, on my mix. I like to do my mix better now. Remix. Okay, here we go. Yeah, the idea is to get a tinted orange and not a magenta color. So I think that's what I'm having now. Let's have a look. If it looks grateful, this is very much a research step. And that's why it looks bizarre. Oh yeah, if you find this bizarre, you're right. But also I'm trying. That's called learning, trying new things. Here we go. I think that's exactly enough for this highlight, in fact. So I will do a bit wider so I can glaze back the shadows around. But yeah, that's my tone here. Just a bit of tonal variation for fun. Oh, the stronger it gets, the better it gets, I believe. Oh, yeah. Have some here, definitely here. Oops, a bit more water, please. So I have my kind of beige brown, beige red it's called. And then I added a bit of magenta. Where is it already? I can't find it. It's a dark red. In fact, any dark red could do. And orange. I have to say it aloud so it's recorded and I can remember it. Although it's on my palette is an absolute mess right now. Okay. Yep, the heart of it is very loaded, and so I can glaze around without touching to the heart of this. Cool. Not saying it's great. I'm saying it's interesting, and you see, it's first time for me that I try to introduce such a rich chromatic variety, and so I'm not going to nail it the first time I do it, but that's something I've been wanting to do for a very long time. So somebody told me on this very live, it's not about success, it's about the try. So celebrate the try, not the success. And so that's why I'm very with that mindset. I'm very enthusiastic about that. Even though I acknowledge it looks absolutely bizarre and maybe even how to say pushing off. I don't know. disgusting and bad. But I see the potential, and so that's why I am thrilled. Okay, let's now introduce the orange. No. I'll do the orange last. Okay. It's very interesting. I think I trust my process here, and if you think it looks terrible, that's one more reason for you to stay. In fact, I believe to be proven right. Oh no! What a lapsus! Oh, disgraceful. Okay, let's try like this, and in fact, I will continue the how to say working on the gradients and everything. So that's cool. Let me check. Some brown. I'm going to glaze that down on the edges to get back to something that is more socially acceptable. Oh no! Let me get my tissue. It's full of paint. Getting on the floor. Okay, like this. Oh no! Yeah, I have to be careful. I kind of lost my shape here. I'll redo it right away. Something that should be a bit more like a croissant. Give me the croissant. Like this. Ooh. And there, oh, okay, it should be fleeing on the right like this, like, oh, let me escape, something like this. Oh yeah, a lot more lively, like this. Mind you, I'm totally open to get rid of this kind of peachy color I have. Easier to try. So now this is my Vallejo Express copper color. Try to shade everything in the shadows. Back to the dark. Hope it's not too drastic. Oh. Yeah, really that's the orange that's kind of binding the whole thing together. Look at that. Okay, I think I understand one mistake I did. This is too small, this is too big. So that's why you see, if I spend ages refining something that is not at the right place, it's dreadful. And so that's why I don't think it's necessary to, you know, refine too much in the early stages. In fact, not only it's not necessary, it's counterproductive. That's counterproductive. That's what I'm saying. It should be way down here. Yeah, and all of a sudden it starts to look better. Well, also because there is less of that pink, so I understand, that's a fair point. But I want to try. Let me ruin my own miniature, please. Looks amazing. Thank you, King Spawn. So here we were reworking on the NMM here. Looks good. Well, thank you. That's very kind of you, because this is still very experimental. Trying to introduce a secondary color shift for this. I'm not sure about that pitch tone, but I will do it and let it sit like this, and then I will come back later to judge, and I may find better ideas or just a better way to do it. But here I want to try like this. So here I'm doing my mix. Let it dry. has the most important ray of light here, so I have to make sure it's all right. Okay, let me check. Oops, sorry, here. Okay. Hmm. Hmm. Oh yeah. That's so much better. Oh, phew. Just the shape of the highlight, you see? Straight, not like bent like I had. I see how it started to come out slightly compared to the previous steps. Okay, let's try to erase that. Let me try one color. Oh yeah, here it is, green brown. Let's see. Give it a good shake. Okay, like this. So now I'm taking some of my middle tone to feels too white. This is working well. This is, I don't know, not convinced yet. So I'll keep working on it until happy. So this is like the secondary reflection. In fact, it's detail. But yeah, the most critical is to get this right. Okay, I think now I'm going to take a break and just analyze what is right and what is wrong with this, because I need some time to think about it. So that's my kind of a sketch of how I could make this work. And of course, I'm not happy with that. But the research is necessary to improve. And so if I don't challenge myself to try to find a solution with that, I won't get better. And so I will have a look at this, analyze, think about it, try to find answers, and then I will continue the work on this. So thank you very much for attending the live. I hope you enjoyed this very experimental painting session. If you did, of course, you can consider subscribing, and we'll see again in the next live session. Have a good one, and see you next time, guys.